guys, and welcome back to the Saints Video channel, Southampton content for a match review as Southampton lost 2-0 to Leicester City up at the King Power Stadium this evening. A disappointing result, a decent enough performance, especially in the first half, but all in all, disappointing to lose that one. Before we get into it though, of course, make sure you check out our sponsor, Pitch Sport. If you haven't yet downloaded that app, go and do so. The link is in the description. Follow us on all of our socials, subscribe if you haven't yet already. And yeah, let's get into it. As I said, disappointing result. Of course, you don't want to lose any Premier League game. It was our first away defeat in the league since the opening day when we lost 1-0 at Palace. That day, we just weren't at it at all. In fairness, today, we gave ourselves a good account of ourselves, I think. Particularly in the first half, we were all over them. The goal, arguably, against the run of play. They'd had the best chance through Harvey Barnes up until that point, in fairness. But, you know, we were passing the ball around spectacularly, kept the ball really well, in and out of possession. We looked comfortable, and then, you know, when James Maddison is through on goal and even in a tight space and he produces a finish like that, you just kind of have to step back and kind of applaud it, really. You know, they're a team full of quality. They are better than us by a good way in terms of individual quality of their players, and it was a professional performance from Leicester tonight. We didn't really create that much despite the possession, the way we used the ball. We just couldn't really get into the final third. And now that's one of quite a few games now over the past couple of weeks where we haven't scored, and we haven't really looked like scoring that much. Bertrand had a decent effort. Armstrong hit the bar in the second half. Adams looked all right, particularly in the first half. But yeah, it wasn't our day in front of goal. But unfortunately, it hasn't been our day in front of goal for quite a few games now. And it's starting to be a little bit of a worry for me personally. I know, you know, we've had a number of key players out, particularly tonight. Danny Ings, I think if he would have been starting, you know, he would have had a sniff at goal and probably would have put away one of those chances. And I think Phil Walcott and Shea Adams are forming a decent enough partnership, but that's how they use the ball, you know, in terms of how they use the ball, I should say. It's not necessarily the fact that they're setting each other up for goals left, right and centre. We're not scoring goals, and that's my concern at the moment. Of course, Leicester defended well tonight. As I said, they're an excellent team and it was a professional performance from them. But at least have a go, you know, at least have a sniff. And I just didn't feel confident that we were going to put the ball in the back of the net tonight at any point, especially when, you know, you're bringing on Shane Long. For Shea, and Shea had a good game. I thought it was a bit of a shame that he had to come off. Will Smallbone had to come off. He came in and was a bit of a surprise, but did really well. So a shame that he's had to come off injured. And it's another one for the injury list. Hopefully Tuesday night is used as an opportunity to play some youngsters. I really don't care that much about the cup now. Obviously, if we beat Shrewsbury, we've got Arsenal on the weekend before we play them next Tuesday. So I think there are some opportunities in the league coming up where we can pick up points. Obviously, we're still in a great position. I think we're 8th still going into the next couple of games. But yeah, attention's turned onto the FA Cup. Are we going to be playing a strong side? It doesn't really look like it with all the injuries we've got at the moment and absences. I think really we just kind of want that Arsenal league game, and we want our Vestergaard back. We want Ings back. We want, you know, Redmond or Gineppo back. We just want a bit more option in all our areas, really, because I think we're really struggling now. I think the squad's really down to the bare bones. So yeah, disappointing tonight with Maddison scoring, and then obviously Barnes scoring the late goal with basically the last kick of the game. Arguably Stevens at fault for both goals, but I wouldn't read into it too much. His partner Jan Bednarek kept us in it. I don't really like talking about defeats, and in this case, you know, on another day we might have taken a point if we'd had more key players back. But Leicester aren't going to be near us come the end of the season. They're fighting for something completely different to us. You know, they want Champions League football, or if not challenge for the title. We just want to knock on the door of getting a spot in Europa. So yeah, overall disappointing, but promising signs, I think, especially with some of the fringe players coming in, 4 key players. But that is it for the review. There's not much that I need to speak about, I don't think, with the fact that it's a defeat. But thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed it, leave it a like. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comment section below. Subscribe if you haven't yet already with your notifications turned on. Follow us on our socials, and we'll see you ahead of the Shrewsbury game on Tuesday night.